Good morning student. I am Mrs. Bedkar. Welcome you standard 8 geography lesson. Just I am going to explain you chapter first resources. What is the name of the chapter? It is resources. What is mean by the resources? Any substances, human beings, services that has utility, it is said to be resources. Now resources has some value. Some are associated with money. Now if we have, and some are associated with the mental satisfaction. Suppose we have seen a beautiful landscape. Suppose we have seen a beautiful picture there. At that time we get the mental satisfaction. When we get the mental satisfaction, at that time we can say that that picture, that landscape got some utility. Another is that resources has or substances has some economical value and it can be changed time to time. Another is that resources which we are using it there. That is, suppose the pen which I am using it. Now the pen is there that I am using because I know the importance of the pen. That's why the pen is, I can say the pen is resources. But any illiterate person, he doesn't know the utility of the pen. That at that time, that illiterate person, the pen is not the resources from him. Now that the water is also one of the resources there. It is the simple resources people see. But when people understood that by the water we can make the hydroelectricity, at that time the water became the resources there. Now such a resources we are going to see there, the types of resources. There are how many types of resources? That is natural resources, human made resources and human resources. First of all, I am going to see you natural resources. What is mean by the natural resources? Resources which we utilize from the nature, that is called the natural resources. Now that natural resources, man use it for its daily comfort without modifying which we use, that is called the natural resources. Natural resources are abundant in the nature. Abundant means more, plenty, more. That is, natural resources are abundant in the nature, but we must have the knowledge how to utilize the natural resources. In the natural resources, it is the air we breathe, water we utilize, that is land, air, water, then soil, it is coming in the natural resources. The natural resources is our daily need. Now we people, the developed people, that's why we are modifying it and using that. But ancient time when the technology was not developed, at that time people's life were depend on the natural resources. These natural resources are classified again in the actual resources and the potential resources. Now what is mean by the actual resources? Actual resources means what? That which we know, that is called the actual resources. The resources which we know the quantity, means which we know means quantity we know, that is called the actual resources. And it is we utilize in the present, and the future will not be affected by the actual resources. Actual resources we use in the present time, that is called the actual resources. And we know the quantity also of the actual resources. The example is coal and the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra, that is the actual resources. Now the potential resources means what? Potential resources is the quantity we don't know. The people or we people don't know the quantity of the potential resources, and it is not used in the present time. This potential resources we not use in the present time, it might be used in the future time, that is called the potential resources. Now that the example is got, now the uranium is the Ladakh, it is used in the future time, it is coming in the potential resources. Now you understood that the differences between the actual resources and the potential resources. In your textbook, one of the question also there, you have to write the answer properly. Actual resources, again I am going to explain about the actual resources. Actual resources is the quantity which we know and it is used in the present time, that is called the actual resources. And the example is coal and the Deccan Plateau soil, that is coming in the actual resources. Now potential resources. Potential resources is which the quantity we don't know and we not use in the present, it is used in the future time, that is called the potential resources. Now the example is uranium in Ladakh, it is the example of potential resources. Now again the natural resources categories, that is the abiotic resources and the biotic resources. What is mean by the abiotic resources? Abiotic resources means non-living things, that is soil, land, the water, it is coming in the abiotic resources, means lifeless things which we use, that is called the abiotic resources. And biotic resources, that is the plants and animals, and we are using these biotic resources because we are coming in the plants and animals group, these biotic resources. Another is the renewable resources and the non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, the resources which we can be renewed, which can be replenished, that is called the renewable resources. Now suppose the water is there, water we can be harvest, that we can use it. If this is the renewable resources, solar, that solar energy, that also we can be used. We can be used and we can be renewed, that is called the renewable resources. Again non-renewable resources, that is the coal, it is coming in the non-renewable resources. And for the non-renewable resources, to many thousands of years required to create these resources, that is called the non-renewable resources, which coal, natural gas and oil, which we get it from the mine, and many days require, means many years require to prepare that is to the nature, that is called the non-renewable resources. That's why we must have to use these non-renewable resources frugally, because it gets too much time for people, for getting to the people. Renewable resources, that the rain harvesting, I am going to tell you, nowadays we are facing the water problem, and if we harvest the rain, then this renew the rain, then we can get the water. See, renewable resources and the non-renewable resources. Another is the localized resources. What is mean by the localized resources? Localized resources means the air, everywhere on the earth, if any nook and corner we get air there. But the copper we get on the particular place, that is called the localized resources. Now just I explain about the natural resources. Natural resources, it is first the actual resources and the potential resources. Actual resources, it we know it, the quantity we know it, and it is used in the present time. The example of coal and the Deccan Plateau. Now potential resources, the quantity we don't know, and it is not used in the present, it is used in the future. Abiotic resources, it is the non-living things which human being use for its daily comforts, and the biotic resources, it is the living things, it comes the plants and animals. Abiotic resources, the example is soil, land and water. Renewable resources, the resources which we can renew or replenish, it is called the renewable resources. And non-renewable resources, which take too much year, more than 100,000 years required to renew, that is called the non-renewable resources. And another is the localized resources. Localized resources, just I have given the example of air, that the air which we breathe, every nook and corner if we go, then we can get it, but copper is getting in the particular place, that is called the localized. Now see, the natural resources are not everywhere same. The unequal distribution is there, because it is depend on the terrain, it is depend on the altitude, and it is depend on the climate. So this is the natural resources. Types of resources, in that the first part we had seen, that is the natural resources. Now the human made resources. Human made resources, it is very much easy, that is building, monument, not only that, chair, table, your school, whatever we utilize, that is the human made resources. Now technology also human made resources, and by the use of the technology, people use the natural resources properly. So technology also coming in in the human-made resources. Now, the human resources means human is also one of the resources there. Now, you will think that how the human resources will coming in the resources there. Yes, it is because human has knowledge. By their knowledge, by their skill, they can utilize these two resources properly. That's why human is the important resources in this among these three resources. Now these are the resources that which we are using it there. Now how the conservation of resources, how we can conserve the resources. Now it is our duty to conserve the resources because nowadays the population is increasing day by day, and it is our duty to conserve all the resources there, which the natural resources, human made resources, and human resources also. If we not conserve resources, then what will happen? Our future generation will be face the problem. The resources utilized properly. Nowadays these natural resources we are not using it frugally. That's why we are facing the problem. So conservation of resources is a very important part of that. Conservation is important part of the resources. Means we can say that the resources means the nature has given us abundant to us. Abundance means very much, that the nature has given us abundant to us, but while using it we should have to conserve it. Now this is the types of resources. I think you understood properly.
Fine.